You're listening to Let's Listen, and today, Asha, we're stepping into a story that feels simple on the surface, but honestly, it shakes something inside you if you allow it. Yes, Priya, the old man in the sea. Every time I think of Santiago, I get this quiet ache in my chest. Why does this story feel so personal, even though it's about an old fisherman? Maybe because Santiago's struggles mirror our own. He's not just fighting for a fish, he's fighting for dignity, for self belief, for proof that he still matters. Exactly. And the moment the book begins with those 84 days of failure, I felt something. Because who hasn't lived through long stretches of bad luck? Those silent days when nothing seems to work, and you wonder, is something wrong with me? I've had phases like that. And what I love is, Santiago never complains. Not even once. He doesn't beg for sympathy. He simply says, I will go far out. Such a simple line. But what a powerful decision. Yes, it's like he tells himself, if the world is not giving me a chance here, I'll push a little more. And isn't that what courage looks like? Not loud, not dramatic, just steady. I remember thinking, how does a lonely old man row so deep into the sea with no one beside him except the weight of his own hopes? That loneliness, oh, Priya, it's so beautifully written. He talks to birds, he talks to his cramped hand, he talks to the fish. And honestly, I realized something. When we have no one, we find life in anything around us just to keep going. True. And the marlin, what a majestic creature. Sometimes I felt Santiago wasn't catching the fish. He was connecting with it. He calls it his brother. He respects it more than he respects himself. I felt the same. And I kept asking myself, why do we admire things that challenge us the most? Why do our biggest battles teach us tenderness? Maybe because struggle removes the ego. When he holds the line for hours, bleeding, starving, he stops being a fisherman. He becomes just a human, trying to do his best with whatever strength he has left. That scene, Priya, when he finally catches the marlin, I almost cried. He whispers to the fish, as if apologizing, as if thanking, as if saying, you made me remember who I am. Yes. And then comes the heartbreak. The sharks. Piece by piece, they tear away the marlin. And there's nothing he can do. That helplessness, I felt it physically in my body. That's the moment the book becomes more than a story. Because haven't we all been there? Worked so hard, dreamt so big, fought so bravely, only to see things get snatched away? By circumstances, by life, by time, by people. And yet, he returns. Tired, bruised, defeated on the outside, but somehow still strong inside. He brings back only the skeleton of the marlin, but emotionally, he brings back something far bigger. Let me ask you this, Priya. Did he win or did he lose? He won, Asha, because victory isn't always what the world sees. Sometimes, victory is simply coming back home after a tough battle with your spirit still alive. That's what touched me the most. He loses the fish, but he never loses his dignity. He loses the catch, but he never loses his pride in trying. He loses the reward, but he never loses himself. And the way the boy, Manolin, looks at him, that is the real medal on Santiago's chest. When someone younger loves you, admires you, believes in your strength more than you believe in yourself, that's priceless. Priya, this book made me think about something in my own life, about the dreams I'm afraid to chase again, and the disappointments I quietly carry inside. Same here. It reminded me that age, weakness, failure, none of these erase our inner fire. And even if the world sees only the bones of our effort, we know the weight of what we fought for. Listening to this story is like sitting beside the sea at dusk. Waves soft, mind open, heart honest. And maybe that's the real gift of this book. It makes us reflect deeply, quietly, courageously. Thank you for listening to this discussion. I hope somewhere you thought of your own Marlin, your own struggle, your own strength. And remember, you're not defeated as long as you choose to stand again. You were listening to Let's Listen. Listen, learn, speak better.